It is September 12th, 2018, 9:39 p.m. in the evening, and in the background you will hear Rachel Maddow. Hopefully it's not too loud. This is, I guess it's a bonus cartoon. I did another one today. I felt like, yeah, it's a bonus cartoon. I'll be doing another one tonight. I thought it was interesting. Well, first, let me go into details about this. I got this idea last night while I was drawing the last cartoon. It just occurred to me. I saw the story. It was broken by Rachel Maddow, actually. It's good to watch her. And she's also the one who really broke the Flint story, Flint water situation, a couple years ago. So she's pretty good. Now everybody's on it. But I got this idea while I was drawing the last one. And I just didn't know how to work it in my head. I didn't get it down right till this afternoon. I started at about 4 p.m. and I finished it at 8. And it took 2 hours to draw, so yeah, that's 4 hours for a 2 hour drawing. And had a cup, pot of coffee, 3 cups of coffee to do this. I wasn't too sure really about this at all. I mean, I didn't really think too much about the reaction or whatever, and I decided to just put the photo on Facebook and Twitter and then write the blog later, and I just finished writing the blog. And since photos are shared a lot more, this so far in the 2 hours since I posted it has 179 shares, 92 likes. That's a lot of liking, people. But I was really kind of surprised at some of the comments, because it seems like almost every other comment is like, uh-oh, ow, oh my god, damn, you went there, stuff like that. And I kind of like that. It's okay. Some people were asking some very logistical questions, like, how many of your clients will run this? How many won't? Da, 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 da. I think all of my online clients will run this, and maybe a couple of my print clients. If I find out of any print ones, I would definitely shout it out. I'd want to know that too. Hopefully I don't lose any clients because of it. I am daring. Sometimes whenever I do a very vigorous cartoon like this or something, I lose a client the next day. It's been a while since that's happened, but we'll see. I haven't heard from anyone in a while that I do too many Trump cartoons. And right now I've given up on that. It's just like, if you don't like so many Trump cartoons, you need to find another cartoonist. Because this is the news, and I'm going to do the news. I'm going to do the news, people, and I don't be nice. I'm not nice. Anyway, let's do some shout-outs. I apologize for posting this video so quickly after the last one, but we already got quite a few comments, so this is episode 224, so we're going to do this. Oh, the last one, it was also on the hurricane, and I got a feeling I might be drawing some more hurricane cartoons next couple weeks. Last year, I did a ton of hurricane cartoons between Texas and Florida and Puerto Rico. Bunches of them. I can't tell, like, that I had a dog, a fish, and a crab. And it was more reasons to people coming to visit this cartoon. And she thought the wave turned out great. So I love the guy's expression. Well, thank you very much, Akenta. Just don't try, be careful with how you spread that around, because we don't need people believing I have crabs, okay? And Ariel liked the clumpy effect, looks good on the waves. And likes how it mixes the colors. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I'm going for. You get me, Ariel. Me and you always been there like that. Yeah. Oh, Ariel said, I approve of the removal of the little boobies from the girl's drawing. Let her be a kid a little longer. Be much longer for growing or hasn't her on that beach. I wasn't really trying to go there with all that kind of stuff. But then I started thinking about that a little bit. So I was like, yeah, I remove it. And then Akenta agreed with that. Apparently she meant to comment about the little girl's boobies. How about we not talk anymore about little girl boobies? And then Arrow's talking about, like, what? You know, country moved money away from FEMA? And it's going to make Katrina look like it was a rain shower, isn't it? Maybe the response. It won't be raining money. Except for lots of money on babies and jails. You know. And Arrow said, be careful swimming to Wawa, which was a comment I made. Also, if you try to... I'm reading these before I've even read them to myself, so I'm reading this out loud for the first time. Also, if you try to use a rowboat on a public road, make sure it's registered. My area has had its share of crazy storms. Sandy comes to mind, but I'm fairly sure this is pre-Sandy, and the police informed me of this road possibly while on a boat on a public road. I'm not really going to have the issue. Besides, Wawa's uphill from my house, so I'm definitely not rowing uphill. It's that bad. It looks like Isaac will miss Puerto Rico and hit Jamaica instead. Joyce is also formed in the middle of the Atlantic. The spaghetti diagram, this is a Kenta, but the spaghetti diagram isn't agreeing on which direction it will head. The one in the Gulf is getting ready to get a name. I don't know if we ever had 5 hurricanes active at the same time. I think we have, but don't ask me when, because I'm not a weather geek. I hate talking about the weather, and anytime a hurricane comes along, man, everybody talks about the weather, even me. When I was at Wawa last night, old man went to talk to me about the weather. Well, I was thinking this hurricane's gonna come this way, or it looked like it's heading more in the direction of Roanoke. I hear it's gonna hit Atlanta. Rock! Anyway, that's pretty much how the conversation went. And my response to each one was, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get it that bad here. But I've been around before. Once when I lived in Biloxi, Mississippi, I had just moved there. I'd been there like a week, and we had a hurricane coming, and it's like wasn't that bad. And I went down to the beach and talked to this guy with the store, and he's like, "I'm on board with my windows. I'm not worried about it. It's no problem at all." And then I went home, but a couple hours later, turned on the news, and that same guy was on the news freaking out. Oh my God! It's just picked up. It's a category 4. It's like 1995. I'm getting out of here. And then my wife chewed me off because that's when I was married, because I told her we didn't need to leave town. And then she was freaking out because we didn't leave town. And then the storm came and it knocked our doghouse on its side. It had declassified to like a 2 or something. It was nothing. I've been in worse hurricanes right here in Virginia, inland, than the one I got in Biloxi. That was way before Katrina. And Kenta said it's good I try to give people facts. I don't know what she's referring to there, but yes, I do try to give people facts. Kenta never heard of Nag's Head. Sound like a band name. It does, doesn't it? Or a beer. But it's really a city. But it's really a city in NC. You may have known that, but I like learning new things. Well, there you go. You learn new things. I was going to put Outer Banks on the shirt, but I just like putting Nag's Head on there. I like the name Nag's Head. And Kenta said, best part about the video was that it started with the cap on the man and the hair straight, and then all of a sudden the wind came and blew the hat off and made the hair fly. Now I'm looking forward to seeing you some real animation. Yeah, I think the thing stopped recording a little bit while it was supposed to be recording. Because sometimes I'll sit there and I'll draw, and I'll turn the recorder off. And when I know it's been like 5 minutes, it'll say it was like 2 seconds. So I know it missed a whole bunch. It just decided to jam or something. I don't know. That's why, like, sometimes, like a few videos ago, you didn't see any color show up because for some reason it just didn't. That was on the Bob Woodward one. Yeah, it decided not to record that for some dumb reason. And I think I got to go back and watch this part of the video again to see if it looks like it's on, then it just blows off and look like it was an actual animation. I don't believe I will ever do animation though, but famous last words. Next thing you know, I'll be doing animations. Erin came in and said hello and said her birthday was yesterday. And she has extra grandkids, namely a baby. So babe, and she has PTSD. Let's see how I wished her happy birthday. Erin and Ariel, and they both wished her happy birthday. Erin, I wished you a happy birthday yesterday on Facebook, so I'm not gonna wish you one now. Of course, you know I'm lying. You know I love you, Erin. Erin, happy birthday, and I hope you had the best day ever, and I hope today was just as good and the day after, and after, and after, and after. And enjoy all your grandkids. And, namely your new grandbaby. So, let me know if you name any of them after me, or Kenta, or Ariel, or Robert Coutinho, who has not commented on the last one yet. Or Arlo. You should name one of those kids Aldo, as in Aldo Reigns, because I was thinking today that Donald Trump, it's a shame that neither he has met up with Aldo Reigns. If you don't know who I'm talking about, well then go watch Inglourious Bastards. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Did you hear that thing with Eric Trump today? Where he talked about Woodward's book, and he goes on TV hoping to get a few more shekels. Shekels. Maybe he was thinking about schmuckle. He is a schmuck, though. I think Eric Trump is trying to improve his reputation from being the dumb one to being the bigoted one. And I just had to pick up the recording again because it just stopped. And now I am doing all the babies. I don't think the babies are showing up very well here, so I go back to them, and of course I take take the brown off the eyes. This is all clumpy. But you know, I did not use the eraser for this part that you are about to see. Right here, is it here? Yep. I used just the bold brush with white, because anytime you use the eraser a whole bunch, it wants to freeze on me. I don't know why. It just likes to freeze, and that's very aggravating. I'm not a very patient person, and then the people who live in this house, they hear me yelling at my computer, and they've gotten used to that, hearing me yell at things like the TV and the computer. So anyway, I just used a paintbrush and just put the white over it. And since this is on a different layer, it doesn't obscure the black. But then I go back over it and I, with the ink, and I go over some of these lines again so they show up a little bit more. I kind of wish I'd drawn these kids in a different way, you know. Maybe make them look a little bit more like, and I don't mean burritos as, you know, because that's Hispanic. I mean, because anytime you wrap a baby up, they look kind of like a burrito. You know, that's what we used to say whenever my son was born, and when winter came, we'd wrap him up real tight and go, "Ah, looks like a little burrito." So, never smelled like one though. Smelled like he ate burritos. There's your cartoon. We are done, and I hope you like this. It's probably going to piss some people off. Probably get me banned again twice from Instagram. We'll see. Other people have shared my cartoon and said, well, they're not banning your cartoon when I share on Instagram. True, but you don't have Nazis stalking you. All right? Everybody come back tomorrow, and there will be another video for the cartoon I draw later tonight. Please subscribe to this, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.